All right, Shalom. Back with another lesson. Before I get into it, I'm going to say, Call on my Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakudash. That's all praises to the Most High, who people call God, the Most High, whose true name in the Hebrew tongue, the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue is Yahweh, and the name of his son Yahweh Shai, who people call Jesus, whose true name is Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the elect, the hopefully elect, those awakening and being awakened to the fight, to fight the good faith, to the faith, in the faith, the true faith. Peace and blessings to, and biblical love to you, and also to you brothers pushing across the four corners of the globe, starting with the brothers here, and to you brothers, the true men at the Great Millstone Church. Much love and respect, biblical love to you. Salutations chiefly to the elder apostles. All right, so we are the Hebrew Israelites. Like I said, coming back with another lesson. As you see, Kanye West, he did an interview with DJ Academics. It's timely, it's through the spirit, it's of the Lord, ultimately. And we're not here to glorify these celebrities, don't by any means. This is actually to further the word of God to you Israelites, to those in the faith, to those that are being awakened to the faith, to those that may have come across to what the true faith of the Bible actually is, which is what we Hebrew Israelites preach, start with the men at the Great Millstone Church, the elder apostles on down, those under that doctrine, because every camp, ain't coming with the whole matter as it ought to be, in the way that it should be, it needs to be. But it's things you can learn from each and every one. But that's that. So this is to further that, to further us that do push the true faith, the truth. All right, because the scriptures say there's nothing you could do against the truth before the truth. So, that's one of my essential mentions, if you will, in the times of now. Just keeping the mindset that there's nothing you could do against the truth before the truth. So for you people that's awakened, being awakened, or coming across this, hey, let this be more reason to believe that we're telling you the truth, because a lot of people don't believe until they hear the so-called white man said, or they so-called celebrities, And since the Lord knows that, he's using, the celebrities to bring down the very one people lean upon, which is the so-called white man, Esau, White E, and them before your eyes as well, meaning the celebrities. So without any further ado, we're going to go to key things that's been said in this. It's definitely, at the points where it is a good watch, things that's need to be heard. For us to have our sanity, and we'll just go from there. So we'll start here. All right. And is anything else I want to say before I play? And this, let me throw this out there too. This is ultimately, for some people, probably gonna be another distraction. But for some, again, nothing, something that's actually adding to the truth. However you look at it. All right. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
It never was that, but when you're a celebrity, it starts to be about more of what fame is going to get you, what clout is going to get you, what money is going to get you over. Is this the right thing for your children? And, I'm willing to die for my children, or to allow them to be in this kind of environment that I know they're in. And what I noticed on the comments, they always used to try to, like, for the past 10 years, they used to try to write me off. Oh, he's so crazy, he's so crazy. I'm seeing the comments is now like 60, 70% like, yo, he's just telling you exactly what's going on. He's just the only one that's in a position to be able to do it. Because I don't have any brand sponsorships. It's like, I'm past cancel. So these people out here, they toying, they playing. It's interesting. The swastika, I want to just, I know we have a little bit of time. I want to tell you, by doing it, it's sort of like a magnet where people get so mad and they start exposing themselves because the Jews, they move in the tunnels. They move where you can't see them. They're an invisible hand, and they'll get like, what they'll do is they'll threaten people. Oh, we're going to take your tours away. We're going to drop your orders. You got to say this. Like, how many people I stand with my Jewish people, 3 years ago. And what I did.
And to not have this video be so long, we're going to go ahead and jump to a scripture to, add, edify as we go. So just like we've been telling you people, it's a hand that rules the world. And the scriptures lay that out to you in a way that shows you don't know this. That it's a hand that rules the world, this earth that's actually wicked. All right? And the scriptures in Job 9, the 9th chapter, 24th verse, it lays it out to you the way it's written to show basically that people don't really realize this because it has to be said. Because the scriptures tell you the things that are revealed are written what? For our learning, that we may do the will of the Most High. But anyway, this is Job 9 and 24. You can read that in Deuteronomy 29 and 29. But this is Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. See that? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Exactly. So if this was something that was common sense that everybody knew, it wouldn't be written. If it was nothing that the people need to take heed to, the Lord wouldn't have wrote it, because He says when we go to Isaiah, is that the 47th chapter or the 49th chapter? No, it's not the 47th chapter. It's I'll go with the 45th chapter and the 19th verse. All right. It says what? I have not spoken, Let's start at 18. It says, let's start at 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World nor confounded. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end. Yeah, you ain't going to be looking stupid because the Lord told you the things that are going on, the things that need to be known, which is was going to allow you to go on. And your world did not end. When this world is brought down, and while it's going down, everybody else is confused. It says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh that created the heavens. Right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh in the name Yahushai that created the heavens. Because the Lord created all things by His Son Yahushai. But it says, God Himself that formed the earth and made it. He had established it, right? And He created it not in vain. See that? So He knows what's going on with it, because He created it. That's why it says what? The earth is given. The Lord allows this. But He also told people so people can make a clear pick for themselves, a clear showing of who they are, what they stand for on the earth. So the Lord and everyone's eyes can go on and deal with everybody before all eyes in the way that they ought to be. A man can literally receive, what, he put in, be dealt with in the way that he needs to be, reap what he sowed. But anyway, it says He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am Yahweh, right? And there is none else, right? I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. I Yahweh speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. Exactly. So I get that, because He wouldn't have wrote Job 9 and 24 telling you that the earth, is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who and where is he? Who is he and where is he? Roughly paraphrasing. He wouldn't have wrote that if it wasn't right. He wouldn't have wrote that if it didn't need to be established by him. Because people perceive things to be one way all goddamn day, but it's not actually the way it actually is. You know? Some people think, you know, it was just the past, and no, when in reality it was prophetic, and it was the Lord setting these people up for, you know, things in the future to come. All right? So, you know, there's a way that's right in man's own eyes, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So, the people, in other words, can perceive things and when they're not even, it's not even actually there. They can get things wrong. They can discern wrong. You know, scriptures talk about that. You know, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get back to the video. So when you go to that word declare in the Hebrew, the word right here is nagad. Yeah, nagad.
Strong's H 5046. Nagad. Nagad.
Make known. See that? Make known, expound, to inform of. So the Lord putting you on this to avow, acknowledge, confess. So the Lord like, yeah, you know, if you did perceive this and it happened to be in the Bible also, but you didn't even know that, well, you perceived right. You discerned correctly. See, to be clear, manifest. The Lord, He wants you to know that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And these wicked are the ones that the Lord is talking about. All right? Case in point, the Messiah himself, Matthew 16:3, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. Exactly. So it's some things people can't pick up on, but the main thing you need to be able to pick up on is who is, again, what? Running this earth. All right? Which is what this band is being used to do. You know, which is these Jewish people. You know, the damn Jewish people. All right? So like I said, to go ahead and try to keep this short, to getting into who these people is he talking about according to the Bible, which is these so-called white people, you know, the so-called Jewish people who actually go back to their outline in many under many titles. They're Edomites, Esau, which is the Canaanites, if you will, today. Not the Canaanites, but the Canaanites, meaning Abel's brother, right? Who represent the evil, you know, the wicked, like Jacob's brother, Esau, you know. So, and they hide themselves, you know, like he said, in you know, the dark places, you know, they you know. Anyway, this is Genesis 4, jumping straight to this, 4 and 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? So he's talking to Cain, right? He said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth. See, which had opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. Exactly. So the earth is witnessing against these people. It witnessed against Cain, you know, like it did Cain. You know, because blood represents a witness, and it says the earth was going to open up her mouth to receive thy brother's blood, to receive that witness. Witness of you spilling the blood of your brother's blood, which is how it's being declared. You see it. The earth is witnessing against the people ruling it right now. That clearly, you know, to say clearly that the wicked are ruling me. Look what's happening to me, right? It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. See that? A fugitive, this is the point, a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. See, shalt thou be in the earth, and that's the people he laid out, right? They go from they're going from nation to nation, place from place, get kicked out as the history holds. And it says, and Cain, the Lord said this too, and Cain said unto the Lord, Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. See that? Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. Exactly. They can never approach to the true creator. So they worship the damn devil. It says Satan. It says, and I shall be a fugitive. That's prophecy. And a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Yeah. All these people hate these people, man. You know? It says, and the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So that mark was going to be a distinguishing factor that these are people you can't touch, you can't talk about, you know, and they will go from place to place and hide themselves, you know, literally, which takes me here. This will be the last one. You know, Zechariah 9:6, it says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Exactly. Somebody that don't have a father. And what's Ashdod? Israel. So they will go on and try to dwell in Israel to, like, you know, hide who they are. You know, to cover up who they actually are. They will hide behind the cloak of being the so-called Jewish people, when they're in fact not. They're actually the Canaanites. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing you could do. You can't touch these people. They run everything, which goes into ultimately them being the Edomites, because the earth right now is giving it to the hand of Esau, because it's Esau's world. Cain came back as Esau. That's the mark, you know, of Esau, you know, of Cain. You know, that leprosy, that leprous skin, you know, that red, which you could read about in Genesis 25. All right, and ultimately, them ruling, Esau going on to rule, even though he's put under his brother, will be talked about in Genesis 27. So they will go from place to place, like I just read, you know, going into that word vagabond, you know, and crooked as well. I mean, fugitive as well. You know, create mischief and lying.
Strong's H 5110. Nude.
See, to move to and fro like Satan, wander aimlessly, take flight. See that? Exactly, to wander aimlessly. You know, exactly. So those people over there in Israel, they're not the Jews. They're not the real Israelites, man. You know? Period. All right? That word is nawad. He would be what? A vagabond. And then fugitive, you know, they damn.
Strong's H 5128. Nuah.
Fugitive. Salakia. Let's go back. Same word. Nawad. This is Nawai. That's Nawad. This is Nawai. Alright? Gotta understand these things. Alright? So here you see disturb. You know? So they would be going all around disturbing things. You know? Fugitive. Let's do this.
Fugitive.
A person who has escaped from a place or is in hiding, especially to avoid arrest or persecution. See that? So they're criminals, man. You know, exactly, fugitive criminals. They're trying to avoid, you know, being put in a place, being dealt with how they deserve to be dealt with. You know, they're trying to run from their destiny, which is being under us. So any little thing we do that could lean, they will try to prevent to where that would nowhere near happen. He said he was going to do what? He told Esau he was going to do what? You know? Because again, Esau is Cain coming back. He told him he was going to break off the yoke that your brother perpetually, by the will, the favor of the Lord, have upon you. You know? This is Genesis, so you can just see it. The blessing wasn't stolen. He sold it. Right? So this is what he told to Jacob. You know? And our people don't know everything's really supposed to be ours, but that's how they got it, because we're the Israelites. But that's how they got to hold everything, because they're saying they're us, basically. And they're telling us we're somebody else, while saying they're somebody else, which is us. You know, but they don't even claim to be Israelites. They claim to be, you know, like I said, Yehudi and all this other crap. There's no such thing. But anyway, this is Genesis 27. It says, and 38, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Right? Jump to the point, verse 40, and by thy sword thou shalt live. See that? Because it said that Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. That's the previous verse. Verse 40 is the point, and by thy sword thou shalt live and serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Exactly. See? So they're trying to avoid what is supposed to be the case. Who again? Esau. Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? And it says, how are his hidden things sought out? The Lord put the Spirit on us to show what's going on, to know what's going on, and show to show what's going on to the people, right? And expose these people, man. You know, the real men of the Lord, the prophets, all right, the teachers, which only come in the nation of Israel, starting with the, you know, like I said, the men at the Great Millstone Church, the elder men on down, teaching that doctrine. Those are teaching this doctrine, you know, and you got, like I said, the likes of Kanye, you know, co-signing, you know, being used to add unto it. Who's dealing hand in hand with these people because they run everything, they own everything, they got the fatness of the earth. You know, people have got to understand these things. I know I said I was going, you know, but I pretty much don't got too much more to say, you know, outside of this. People got a hard time seeing this. This is Psalm 73, and 1. Truly, God is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clear, clean heart, and that's what they want people to think, or have, you know, they want their perception to be about when it comes to them. Like they're just the blessed people, they're the chosen people, but they're not. You know, they work mischief. It says, but as they liars, they the Canaanites, they the Edomites. It says, but as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. See that? For I was envious at the foolish. See that? When I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And that's what Kanye being used to represent and reveal. You got people that's trying to have a piece of the devil's pie. You know? Like that D'Angelo song. Like, nah, man. And he like, it's disgusting. It's poison. You know? People want in with these people and they the damn devil. You don't want to be in with these people. You know? Which this interview is going to get into. This is Psalms 23 and 1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given the appetite. You want all this stuff, but you know that's nice and like it tastes good, everybody got. You might want to consider that diligently because it's coming from the world of the wicked, you know, the evil. It's coming from an evil world. It's coming from a people being distributed by a people whose hands are wicked. It says, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. See that? For wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? For, you know, this has been being said. And you got to take heed to it now. Let a billionaire of so-called black people, coming from so-called black people, Jake, Israel, tell you. You know, he not Israel. He's of Israel, but he not Israel. I can tell you in Romans 9. For certainly riches make themselves wings, right? He's learned that. they fly away as an eagle toward heaven, exactly. Like a damn eagle that swoop down and take it. You know, that's what they, cause why? It comes with a price. It's not durable, it won't last. See, eat not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire his dainty meats. See that? For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Exactly, it take these things away from you, man. You know? The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up and lose thy sweet words. Exactly, and that's what Kanye is being used again to represent. So this the Bible laying out. These people are hiding themselves, and they completely against you. You know, and you know, Kanye only know a little bit. He don't know it according to knowledge. He know it according by zeal. He know it some things according to experience now, directly. You know, but we know the blueprint of these people, the makeup, the DNA of these people, but from the Creator Himself. You know, Lord and gave us their whole blueprint. It says, "But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than eyes can wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily." See that? They set their mouths against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth. So it's what they say, their language, what they want to be done. That's what goes on. So, you know, the scriptures make it clear that what? Salaki. These are not the, you know, that is a vagabond rolling the earth, as a people that's ruling the earth and they hiding. You know, it's the people living in Israel saying they the people, you know, they somebody they not, they got the Father and they don't, and that's these people. You know, they hiding, that's the hiding. You know, these Edomites, Zechariah 9:6, and they bastards shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So let's get back into this. All right.
As I stood on it, to stand up and take your tours away. With the move in the tunnels, they move where you can't see them. They're an invisible hand, and they'll get like, what they'll do is they'll threaten people. They'll threaten people, "Oh, we're going to take your tours away. We're going to drop your artists. You got to say this." You're like, how many people put, "I stand with my Jewish people," 3 years ago? And what I did is I stood on it this time. I never backed down. That's my whole thing. That's why I was mad about removing, that somebody taught me into removing that Jay-Z tweet, because it was just like, nah, the whole idea is no matter what, I'm not going to back down. So by doing a swastika chain, it then ruffled some feathers. And then I really saw the comparison of me and Puff with the Diageo and the Adidas situation. Regardless, if they could have locked me up for taxes or not, they wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good, we did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy black culture. If we said like, "Yo, you doing us wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga." They started lowering the budgets for Puff. So I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie from 10 years ago. And then it made everybody be like, "Oh, well, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil. He needs to be in jail." Culture, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good, we did good. It's like, no, you leaving wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool. If they could have locked me up for taxes or not, they wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good, we did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy black culture. If we said like, "Yo, you doing us wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga," they started lowering the budgets for Puff. So I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie.
So, Salaki. So that, This is who he's talking about. Luke 21 and 24. And it says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, right? And this dealing with what? The end of the world. See that? This is verse 7. It says, and they asked him, Master, when shall these things be? Right? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And what is he talking about? He's talking about the end of the world. Right? It says, verse 8, and he said, the end of this time. For reasons like this that you're hearing. It says, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and the time draweth near. See that? Go ye not therefore after them, right? Because there's certain prophecies that got to play out. But these are the signs. This video is related to the signs of the times that we are definitely in the end. It says, but when ye shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. See that? And when we jump to the point, what's one of the signs? It says, verse 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, right? And they shall fall. Let's start at 20. It says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Exactly. And this happened already, but this is going to happen again. And the Spirit is taking place. They compass with Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place. You can read about that in Matthew 3. Because they looking to wipe Jake out. You don't want to just keep you in slavery, because you're more of a danger just being on the earth still, destroyed mentally, than being completely gone, because you can always be, you got divine intervention, but they think they can supersede the Lord, but they can't. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. They took us out of the land, right? Ravaged from the places we tried to dip and flee to when they came and sacked our country. And we ended up everywhere, and then through that, they started picking us up from different places and started selling us into the slave markets. You got the sub-Saharan slave trade, because the Arabs was involved in it. You got the goddamn the transatlantic slave trade. The East African, I believe, slave. It was a lot of slave trades, man, because Ham was involved. People Jake think they African, we not, right? And then you had sellouts amongst our people that helped us become captured. So that, it's just, and then they came and took the land that they running now, which is America, as their headquarters, if you will, right? Or the face of their headquarters, which is really in Europe, the top fake so-called, people, the oligarch. They took this land from us being who? The Indians, the so-called natives. Right, them are people too. But it says, and them the Israelites too, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. Right? And the so-called Latinos as well. It says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. See? Until the times of the Gentiles shall be fulfilled. So the land is going to be filled with people, the land of Israel, which is a sign. This is dealing with a sign of the end of the world, right? It's going to have people that aren't the people living in the land, aka Israelis, not Israelites. There's going to be war going on, while the real Israelites won't really be there. Like, we're still scattered everywhere. Some of us is over there, like the Israelites, so forth and so on. But we will be in other lands, scattered, while that land being destroyed, made an embarrassment of the earth, and used for wickedness, used to cover up these people's lies and tracks. But anyway.
10 years ago, and then it made everybody be like, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil, he needs to be in jail, right?
So I'm gonna just be quiet, and I'll speak at the end.
Kamala nigga, they started lowering the budgets for Puff, so I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie from 10 years ago, And then it made everybody be like, oh, you know, well, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil.
So they're controlling everything. All right? You don't keep breaking everything down, but I will say this. I'm going to commentate. They controlling everything, as we've been telling you.
He needs to be in jail, right? Meanwhile, I don't know somebody who hasn't gotten into an altercation with a girl at one point, and including Cardi. So now Cardi's like he the number one guy at Rolling Loud, and Puff is in jail. And then you got two women beaters, and you got two.
All right, we're gonna pause that there. We're gonna come back. So what I'm gonna do, I had a bunch of like stamps. I'm gonna just hit play on all the stamps, the key points, so this video will be shorter, and we'll just go from it there, from there, like that. This is one that I already played, but I just want emphasis put on this.
We did good. It's like, no, you leaving with fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good. Lock me up for taxes or not. They wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good. We did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy black culture. If we said like, yo, you doing this wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga. You know, they started lowering the budgets for Puff.
So yeah, this is the curse is playing out. You know, real quick, keep it short-winded. This is Deuteronomy 28. These are the people that the Lord said he was going to use. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 1, because he was talking to the Israelites, which is you so-called blacks out there, you so-called Negroes, so-called West Indians, you so-called Native American Indians, and so-called Latinos primarily, which we found amongst all people. But, you know, Deuteronomy 1 and 1, these be the words, right? See, Israel's history. These be the words which Moses spoke unto all Israel on the side, Jordan, in that wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban, and Hazeroth and Dazahab. See that? That's fire. These are 11 days journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Narnia, and that's the spirit, because that's where Esau's from. He's from Mount Seir, which they made us walk all the way around instead of like being a way for us to just get straight to our homeland. They tried to like stall us out and make us go the long way and deal with all this crap, and they told us they was gonna kill us. You know, ultimately, if we trying to use them, you can't make this up, man. So when you go back to Deuteronomy in the 28th chapter, right? We're gonna go straight to the curses, the consequences of disobedience. As we know, most of y'all done heard this. It says what? 25, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. All right. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air, which people represent fowls. It's manifold talk, so it's carnally and spiritually. But mostly you seeing it spiritually right now. And unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. Exactly. People gonna just be feeding off you being in a dead state, not being able to help, not having no power, no factories, things like this, resources, because you ultimately subject to everybody to where you die, you know, you just being constantly just ate up, like the Lord said, you know, preyed on, and no one's gonna that's standing by stop these vultures. See, these vultures, because that's what the animal the Lord just described. These culture vultures just preying off of us, our dead state, you know, not knowing who we are and being without. This is Psalms 14 and 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? See that? So, you know, they the fowls. All right? You get to that word foul, right? This is ultimately where the that culture virtual thing comes from that we always complaining about, because it's a curse.
Strong's H 5775. Oath. Oath.
Yeah, foul. Let's get into it a little bit. Flying creatures. Bird, which a vulture is a particular bird. See, it's a scavenging bird. All right, so let's do this because they gave the long drawn out one. Let's just get this. And this ain't for nobody with no short attention span. You want to watch the video, just go watch the damn video, man. If you want to learn something and get this, what he's saying, filtered, hey, stay put. So bird, foul, right?
Bird.
It says what? Synonyms: bird of prey, a raptor. All right. Flying machine, that's crazy. All right, let's go to this word, bird of prey. All right, so a synonym to bird is bird of prey. All right.
Bird of prey.
It says the meaning of bird of prey is a carnivorous, see, fire, bird such as a hawk, eagle, vulture. See that? Or owl that feeds wholly or chiefly on meat. All right, so this is where you get the term culture vulture from, and the complaint of that, because that's one of the curses which these people are. They're the lifted up ones that can just swoop down and prey on you. They on the side waiting for you to go down. So that carcass shall be meat unto the fowls of the air, which only birds of prey chiefly feed on, you know, which is what? Meat. You know, and in the beasts of the earth. All right, now we're going to jump down to the point, which is what Kanye was talking about, or more of the point. This is verse 43, right? The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee, right, very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. All right? It's that simple. You know, and the Lord shall bring against thee, verse 49, from far, right, a nation against thee. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. You know? And that's that, man. All right? You're going to take everything from us, man. Get in with us, with everybody, from the old to the young. You know, jumping down to the point, verse 51, and he shall eat of the fruit of thy cattle, right? And the fruit of thy land, which is what Kanye going to go on to talk about, until thou be destroyed. He's going to benefit off your production, your reproduction, you know, your children. People passing their kids to Molech and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or the flock or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, take you for everything you worth, and until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord hath given thee. And the gates represent the people. He gonna get a hold of you, Slocky, the leaders. He gonna get a hold of you through those gates you got set up in front of you. That supposedly are to lead the people, because they gonna end up getting sold out, bought out, or they gonna get put to death. You know, and that's exactly what you see. So,
I applaud the culture and make money. We did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy black culture, If we said like, yo, you doing us wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga. They started lowering the budgets for Puff. So I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie from 10 years ago. And then it made everybody be like, oh, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil. He needs to be in jail. Right? Meanwhile, I don't know somebody who hasn't got into an altercation with a girl at one point. And
see, and they hypocrites, and then they program people.
And Cardi. So now Cardi's like he the number one guy at Rolling Loud, and Puff is in jail.
So the next point is going to be at 26:17. I'm gonna hit play on this by the Spirit once, I need to.
Okay, you got 2 women beaters and you got 2 supposed pedophiles. Watch this. One is, you got 3.
Let's jump
in.
in.
No, I mean, so, like, the whole thing about, and even when it's an outfit, the swastika, I think some people, they feel like they're spreading hate. And
I'm sorry.
Encouraging violence versus people.
The thing that I forgot to say was, when my daughter was put on song, that's when I realized that I didn't own their name and likeness. So watch this. All the brands that I made, I don't get the name and likeness ownership, or at least 50-50 with my kids. So how's it joint custody? My kids are celebrities, and I don't have to say so. So watch this one. So this white woman and this white family had the control of these highly influential black kids that are half the children of Ye. And that's just in everybody's face. And they was playing in my face like that. I try to go to champagne and keep it calm. And
no, that's more damn social programming. Them your children, them your seed, because the children are declared, their pedigrees are declared by the house of their fathers. All right, this is Numbers chapter 1 and verse let's go ahead to 3. It says, Salaki. 2. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by poles. All right. And verse 4. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers. See, that is all about the man. All right. So when we jump down to 18, it says, Salaki. 18, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the 2nd month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. See that? By the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their posts. And that's what it is, man. So as the Lord Yahweh commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. All right, and that's it, man. Because you made it of the seed. All right, you can read 20. And the children of Reuben, Israel, eldest son, by their generations after their families, by the house of their fathers. See that? According to the number of the names by their poles, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. And that's what it is, man. So you got to know that. That's social program. All right, but anyway.
My dad would call me, say, "Hey, don't go in on that woman because it's going to affect the children." But now it's like, it's war. Y'all niggas, they think they too powerful. The Jews think they too powerful. Think they can get Cardi to play with me.
Yeah, and they use the women. That's a part of the curses too. All right, which Jake don't understand. Like I said, we could just keep going. There's a lot that was said in this. This is Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna jump to 54. It says, let's just read this. Verse 53. It says, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord hath given thee in the siege, and in straitness wherein thy enemy shall distress thee. Right, that happened carnally. It got so bad we had to eat our children. eat off of children. And you see that spiritually now, which is what he's talking about, so that the man, right, that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom, which he's getting into. See that? And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. And so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he had nothing left him in the siege and in straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gate. So it's all set up, it's systematic, the system they would put in place for us. It says, in the tender woman, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not venture to set the full sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Our woman was once very beautiful, outwardly and inwardly. They was very feminine. It was, it was a woman. It says, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear. For she shall eat them for want of all things, secretly in the siege and straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. Exactly, all set up for us to do that. And ultimately that woman wasn't even a gay woman, but it's still a plague he's dealing with. All right.
They think they're too powerful. They think they can get Kim to play with me. The Jews and the whites above the Jews. You get what I'm saying? My life is on this shit now.
Right, which everybody got to claim. They said they divided Israel in lots. They talk about that, believe in the book of Ezekiel. Around the Lord's inheritance, because all so-called Jewish people, they're not just white people, all right.
These are my children, Cardi. You could leave me off the album, do that faggot ass trap shit if you want, but now you mention my daughter. Like, the whole plan is that y'all gonna pull my kids into y'all, whatever the word is, Illuminati system. And I don't have no say-so of my kids, nigga. And anybody close, whether it's the Jews, whether it's Cardi, anybody within my reach, I'm doing everything legally in my power, everything with my fucking mastermind. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm about to tweet this shit. I want Kendrick to always remember that Jay-Z tweet before he ever crossed the line.
Okay.
Nobody that worked for none of these fucking labels wanted with the king. I am the Don. Lucian, don't send none of your motherfucking slaves. Don't send nobody, because they getting their head torn off. Quick. We ain't got no part, ain't no motherfuckers. I'm the only king. I'm the only nigga that'll go up against these niggas. I'm the only nigga that survived through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, pussy ass, faggot ass, pink polo ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never killed nobody ass nigga. Fuck all you niggas. All you street niggas, all you rap niggas, just any nigga that ever said something about my fucking hat. None of these niggas, Jay-Z, Beyonce, you ain't help me when I fucking was having problems with my kids. You could have used your influence. Now your influence is for politics. Your influence is how you could use a nigga you never wanted to sign anyway, that Dame signed. You ain't show up to my first fucking wedding. You ain't my family. I always wanted some kind of family. Never had family out here. So what the fuck? And then they take my actual blood family from me in my face. All right, so go ahead.
So yeah, man, you said a whole lot right there. So all these leaders is not what it's cracked up to be. Our people trying to keep a code. It's a conspiracy amongst Israel that basically. There's gatekeepers, and whatnot, and people lying to our people. Jeremiah 11:9, it says, "And the Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah, and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem." See that? It's word that these people sold out. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words. And they went after other gods to serve them. The Lord declaring this, telling you this actually what's going on. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I have made with their fathers. See that? They making a covenant and instead to try to make a covenant with death. They not who they appear to be. And that's what this man is being used to expose. Because ultimately, he out of his damn mind. The Lord don't want him. Proverbs Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Exactly. But you got to be able to get the meat from the bones, and know a wise word when you hear it. And know, again, there is nothing you can do against the truth but for the truth.
Had to get that stream of
All right, so we're going to jump to the next stamp. We'll try to keep this, at an hour.
Like, even the J, you don't regret the tweet, because if he said something about your daughter, you'd probably be upset, right?
He should be upset. I ask people, like, if I know somebody that's woke, like I knew this girl that only hangs around really super woke, like some of fat black girl.
Right, and the elder apostle Rakah, he always talking about Big Shirley. Listen to this, can't make this up.
Really super woke. Like I knew this girl that only hangs around really upset. I ask people, like if I know somebody that's woke, like I knew this girl that only hangs around really super woke, like some of fat black girl models, just like her friends type shit. And I was like, yo, you gotta tell me, what tweets y'all didn't like.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me what hurts so I could do it more.
Why?
Because that's when we're weakening the enemy. We breaking them down. All this, I'm a fat bitch on the runway. I'm so powerful. No, you're not. You're causing death. That shit is unhealthy. Let's do statistics on black obesity rates. Everything that's
all the elder talk about.
Pushed in the media is about decentralizing and tearing down communities. Even I low-key feel like the ICE is basically doing to the Latin communities what they did to the black communities. It's everything to decentralize, remove the fathers. Also, I have this theory that I just wanted to say. Wait a second. I have another.
That curse I mentioned too, because there's many ways the father's gonna lead the kids. Many ways.
Theory, it's about football and music industry, but I want you to get that Jay-Z answer. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, what about the fact that everybody knows what I'm saying is true related to that photo that I put up with my youngest daughter, right? But everything is but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
Well, something
so he
like
basically say, you can't say he being wrong to him. He don't really care about him, how he affects him. He not doing right by him, but Jay-Z eating off of him. He set him up to where he good. So he good. But see, you got people that, what's the word? They pander to these damn celebrities, man. When they ain't nothing important, that's what he being used to say.
I feel like,
this is the aircraft carrier shelter you seized.
Bad. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like, you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan. But my issue with all these faggot ass.
There's so much stuff that could be said about that, but I don't know. It's hearsay. They say these things be contractual, these relationships and things like that. I don't know. I'm not putting that on them, but that's we're not going to be ignorant of anything, small or great, But this is being said and being co-signed to be relevant because a lot of Israelites have that situation. You know, so our problem is just you can't run from them, you can't hide from them. Like, you know, it's just so how you know, well, you can have billions. Let this prove it to you. Don't matter.
Celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna issue what all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, but my issue with all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago, don't talk about my political views. Plus your T. Like, nigga, I bled for you. If nigga asks you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how y'all looking at me like a Vic, because you a street nigga. But it ain't that time no more. I'm the lawyer off Carlito's way. I'm the ball.
Wait, who said that?
Jump ahead.
Blow her up.
Well, I purposely didn't say the names and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to... Anybody that never spoke out against me publicly, I'm not going to speak out against them publicly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did I answer that? So, it's just God, I'm just channeling. Yeah. I'm just channeling something. So I ain't telling y'all to follow me or do not. Yeah, people are not even in a position to follow me. It's like I could change hearts and minds, perception, but at the end of the day, you still got to go work for a white man. You still got to work for a Jewish man that works for a white man. The black dollar has been so decentralized since gentrification and the fall of Black Wall Street that it's next to impossible for a community to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug. The hurting, the fucking 25%.
Yeah, man. Food is the original drug. All of this is was said by, you know, the prophets. You know, upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, spirit coming upon them. Defiled bread. See that? Ezekiel 4:9. Take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie on thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. Right? The same old stuff and measure and portions. We don't have none in abundance, which is what they're dealing with, right? It says, and thy meat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. See, that is a limit on you being able to eat. You don't, you know, that's why our people like the idea of a buffet, even though that don't went out of style. You know, went out of business. Salakia. So wrapping this up, from time to time thou shalt eat. See that? Thou shalt eat, drink also water by measure. And this is a way of getting to us, right? That's the point of this. The sixth part of a hen. From time to time thou shalt drink. You know? You just don't got bottles on deck. Like that's not. This is why Jake they attribute popping a bunch of bottles in the club, getting a bunch of bottles buying a bar out to actually living, because they don't do that. Hence they're doing it by measure. They don't have it in abundance. See that? It says, and thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man. See that? In their sight. So man-made crap, man. And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. See that? And that's exactly what these people doing, man, doing to us by way of, you know, the allowance of the Lord. Then it said, Lord, behold, my soul have not been polluted. See, so this stuff is polluting us, it's destroying us from my youth up, even until now have I not eaten that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces. The meat all fucked up, shit got hormones, and they doing all type of stuff to it. It's not the stuff that's really not to be eaten. It says neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. You know? So the Lord, he swapped it and had mercy on our food a little bit, even though it's still fucked up. Because he said in the next verse, then said he unto me, lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Exactly. So the Lord, whew, but it's still shit. It ain't, processed, made up crap. It's whew. Moreover, he said unto me, and that's basically it. All right.
Definite, not chance, but the fucking 25% no drug. Need to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug. The hurting, the fucking 25%. Definite, not chance, but definitely being locked up. The abortion rate.
That's like Jake don't want to listen, man. And that's why you fucked up now. You gotta be aware of what's going on. You in a war. But hey.
Our position, I don't have the exact answer to the equation. And I don't have the exact answer to the equation of how to get out of where we are, but I'm not going to say we're not in where we are. And this might be some Star Wars shit where it take generation after generation after generation where it be north and it be this and be that, but it's like you either on this side of it or you on that side. Cardi took the blue pill. But he made his name off of the red pill. The Matrix. The red pill is the niggas like Neo. The blue pill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you will see him like, you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent?
Yeah.
That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally called Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly, or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement, off of me wearing a motherfucking chain, off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if
I get, because this is really one-on-one stuff for the Israelite that don't know, or at the point where they need to be reassured of what's going on in the earth. That's why I'm going this far. But what did he just say? He said the pain thing, that's one, but it was something else he had just said that made me think of something. What was it?
We're a life shit. They up here direct, but they.
Yeah, the scriptures tell you right here. Isaiah 28, and jumping to the point. 18, your covenant with death, right? Slakia. 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. See that? Are we at agreement? So they think they good because they do business with the so-called white man. But this man, he don't keep his word, man. You can't trust these people. And that's what Jake, been learning decade after decade, century after century. This is Psalms 55 and 20. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. See that? This man ain't never kept a covenant. Contract, nothing. What he say, you're not in good hands with him. It's only to mock and ridicule you, man. You can sit into these marks. You're going to look like a damn sellout at the end of the day. And you're going to be soulless. All these people that you're hearing about, all these celebrities, they damn sellouts, man. This ain't the right way to go. Billions of dollars not going to fix it, man. Righteousness, morality, the scriptures, the understanding will. The only way is this faith, man, this gospel, the truth, what we preaching. Not the fuck is talking about. This is 2 Ezra 16, and I'm gonna jump to the point. It says, And they that consent unto them, 69, shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. See that they don't give a damn about you, man. You know? Hey, God, you all Jake, they out to get everybody. All right? And all these people being exposed, man. You know, in 65, it says that when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accusers in that day. And what will ye do? How will ye hide your sins before God and his angels? You know, you got to get out of this crap, man, while you still can. Behold, God himself is the judge, not them. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So God shall lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. But see, once people got a little taste of that, they can't go back, man. The Lord said it's easy, it's hard, easier for a camel to get in, you know, under a needle than a rich man to get in, you know. The devil, he put, it's like white sugar, it addiction, you know. And then he said they're sitting here partying off our pain. It's scriptures all day on that, you know. You can go to dang Revelation. You know, they celebrate off our pain. You know, you can go to Micah, right? This is Revelation 11, and 9, and the people of the kindreds, and they of the people in kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. See that? We not really dead. They just seeing us as if we're dead, because no one can stand before a dead body and not want to get away from it, you know, not want to get it out of sight. And they that dwell upon the earth shall dwell, so we not really dead, upon the earth shall rejoice over them. See that? And make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. You know, so they've been winning off our pain. Scriptures talk about that. We lie our body down upon the ground for these people, you know, and they pass over. You know, see if I can grab that. I only got a couple more. This is Isaiah 51, and it's crazy. Let's start at 18. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Don't nobody give a damn about us. They actually partying off our destruction. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith the Lord, thy God, Yahweh thy God, thy power, and thy God that pleaseth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Exactly. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. Exactly. And the Lord starting to do that, which have said to thy soul, bow down, and that we may go over. So they literally using us to get where they want. Rejoicing over us being down, being cool with it. And thou hast laid thy body down as the ground, and as the street to them that went over. Exactly. So what the hell you think gonna happen to these people? But see, they don't like it when it's being done to them, but it's about to. This is Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Right? The Edomites, Canaanites, these fake Jews. It says, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. It says, Right, people expose themselves like he was being used to say, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Exactly, and that's what you hear Kanye talk about. All right, these people are literally rejoicing off fucking Israel being messed up, man. You know, this is verse 11. This is Micah 4:11. Now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. They get a kick out of it, entertain it, you know. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, neither understand they his counsel, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. You know, arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass. And thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, and their substance unto the Lord, Yahushua, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of the whole earth. Exactly, man. And they ain't going to be able to take it. You know? They're not going to be able to fucking take it, man. So this is what you hearing. It ain't even really happened yet. This is Zephaniah. This is Salakia. Oh, do that. Zechariah 1:14 says what? All right. Can't say the Lord ain't set men up to teach y'all and tell y'all, man. Verse 15. You know, I'm gonna start at 14. So the angel of the Lord, the angel that communed with me, said unto me, cry thou, saying, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, Ba'Shem Yahushua of hosts at this point, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. And I am very sore displeased, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Yeah, because the Lord said when we afflicted, he afflicted. He was afflicted with us in all our afflictions. So they laughing at the Lord too, mocking and ridiculing him too. But see, the Lord not mocked, man. You gonna reap what you sow. You gonna get all that back, man. He that lead the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the faith and the faith of the saints. The law not done away with. Think not I am come to destroy the prophets. I came not to be fulfilled. You know, the law or the prophets, right? Not one jot or one tittle gonna pass away. What did the Lord say? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You know, it says for in the law. You know, it says for I was a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So the Lord not fucking playing, man. It says, therefore thus saith Yahweh, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Israel. All right? So,
turning up, promoting like shit off of a statement, off of me wearing a motherfucking chain, off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of their pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroy people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did a whole scissor album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Like, you know, and again,
so that's it. So they got all these people under control. All these damn Israelites is they made covenants with death. The so-called white man who was as death, Habakkuk 2, Micah 4:10, beat in pain and labor to bring forth. See that? O daughter of Zion, you got pushed through. Nobody care, and you can't speak about, you know. It's just fucking crazy. People use your pain and sell your pain. You basically selling pain. And it's continuous trauma fucking just being passed around our people, man. And then we become numb. But that's how we make money, man. Because that's what they're doing to make money. They're making money off of us being an astonishment. You know? Being pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. Now shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. there the Lord Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. Exactly, and that's why you seeing all these things with like the Kanye's and so forth.
I think you said something important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you, but when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either necessary or that's full of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, I gotta say something. I said, I'm not racist, but Ye is. We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, I don't condone hate speech. You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is we can sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me, period. And if you do, you talk to me about how we gonna do it. See, all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies, they think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. See, this is my issue with Jim Jones, right? So he says he's gonna get
So this is another good point. I'm not gonna play it. You can go watch it. He basically just showed the pettiness of Jake and how it really is a crab in a bucket mentality, and niggas is, you know, they don't do as others as they would have done unto themselves. But it's kind of a petty point. It ain't petty, you know. It's petty because of, I guess, who Jim Jones is to people. Maybe people need to hear about it so you can hear that your favorite is, bro, y'all gotta come out of this, man. So you know what, I'm gonna hit play on it.
A jib or a div, I don't know what the fuck the word is, but basically like he gonna get a percentage if he introduced me to this crypto nigga, right? And I know this shit sound like a Tarantino movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was gonna make this money. So
Did he tell you?
they fucking
If you're a man, these three are the only fragrances you need.
movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was gonna make this money. So
Did he tell you?
no, he said that he's gonna get a percentage. He didn't tell me what it was, and he ain't say he's gonna give me a piece of it either. When I found out how much money it was, I was like, you know what? What's that? Hello. Okay, send on the room 59 right now. Thank you. So when
You found out about.
when I found out that he was getting the money, I was like, how much money is it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that meeting for you to get the money, but I gotta sit there. What you go? Like I wasn't like, oh nigga, you ain't tell me I'm not gonna. I still took the meeting, and the nigga still got the money, right?
He got paid $2 million.
Yes.
For you taking the meeting.
For me taking the meeting. But watch. And I was the money was a bit behind my back. I didn't really know about it. People be doing shit behind my back. My issue with Jim was we working on clothes. And I said, look, send me a PDF. For anybody who doesn't know, it's like a group of pictures in a folder that you send to the iPhone. You could do like 300 pictures, 10 pictures on it, 10 pages. I said, send me a PDF of all the ideas, all the young niggas you know in New York. Let me see all of this shit right now. Let the king see everything that's happening, right? This man tells me, I don't know how to make a PDF.
Kanye, he ain't the king. All right. You got people probably idolizing this dude. So, in his own right to say he a king, I guess, but you ain't really gonna be esteemed a king until you come back to the Lord. You know, but by physical birth, he is a prince of Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just want to make that clear. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the king, man. The Heavenly Father and his Son, in the name of his Son, Them the kings. The Lord, the King of Kings. All right? So maybe he's saying his own right. I don't know. But just want to throw that out there for simpletons.
That was way more.
But anyway,
I don't know
finishing
anything
this
that's
point.
happening, right? This man tells me I don't know how to make a PDF. That was way more disrespectful to me than a nigga figuring out how to get the $2 million. Do you understand why? Because this shit to my face, nigga. You gonna lie to me about a fucking PDF, you faggot ass nigga? After I sat and took the meeting for you, you took the money and I ain't even asked your broke ass for a percentage?
Maybe he didn't know how to do it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that he could have figured it out after the nigga made $2 million?
Definitely.
Next subject.
Definitely. What is the real thing with you and Drake? Like,
So that just, you know, I ain't have to play it, but just to dead that dude in people's minds in whatever way he don't need to be in your mind, you know. But it just shows the pettiness of our people, bro. Like, they just, dudes peons. If you ain't get the point, basically he's saying like he'll go out of his way to dang yeah, make sure he good, right? Make sure he get $2 billion and all that, but he basically trying to keep, you know, Ye from a situation. Like, yeah, look out for him and make sure he get a situation to do what it is he trying to do, but he wouldn't return the favor. Because he really on some stingy stuff trying to use it for himself type job. You know? Why would I give you all the young dudes that, you know, got good ideas, you know, make money when, you know, why would I put you in position to do that when he just did that for him? And instead, more than likely, he gonna just think like that and think he gonna use it for himself and he can use the $2 million to do that. And that's why Jake go broke. It's a crab in a bucket type job, man. But see, that's why the Lord is about to start over. And this is it don't matter on what level, man. You seeing it in the hood, you seeing it amongst billionaires, dudes making millions. It don't matter. Jake is cursed. Our people need a reset, and they're about to get that. So I'm gonna hit play on the last. This I don't got no more scriptures really. You know, hey, I'm gonna end with one scripture and that'll be it. I don't want to Razad, but I'm gonna hit play on these last stamps and that's it.
Well, how are you gonna let this shit happen?
Yeah.
Right? So, but Asai did give me a bar. He said, Don C once told me, and this is towards the end of the conversation, the last time I ever spoke to him. He said, man, and Don C was working for me at this time. Man, I'm glad Ye didn't get the Nike deal. And when I didn't get the Nike, it was heartbreaking. So I because I had the fucking Yeezys. I was on the second Yeezy. And I just, man, I'm like, we about to make the biggest. We about to make Yeezy and Nike. We about to tear people's heads off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga from Chicago. I got the hottest shoe. I'm at Nike. It wasn't no J. Cole, Kendrick, Trav, Drake, Virgil. I was all of them in one. Right before they started putting all these battery packs, Lucian battery packs, LVMH battery packs by each one to distract from the true leader and shit. So Don C then says to Asai, I'm glad Ye didn't get the deal because it wouldn't have gave no one else a chance. Well, who's the one?
Amongst people in the world, I guess we could say he's a true leader, but that's that.
4 people that work for me. So that means all 4 people that worked for me was going into the meetings with me, working on designs for me, then shaking hands with people behind my back. They wasn't really with the king. Faggot ass Virgil, faggot ass Don C, faggot ass Matt Williams, and faggot ass Jerry Lorenzo. 4 faggots.
Interesting. I mean,
see, so you can't make this stuff up, man. Like he being used to say everything for what it is. And Virgil, that dude, Lord took him out. For those that know who that is, that's the creator of Off-White. Nigga wearing fingernail polish and doing all weird shit. I met him before. you know, back in the world and stuff like that, stuff I was dealing with. But anyway, long story short, man, it ain't what it's cracked up to be. It's exactly what it's just being exposed to be, you know? And you're not going to win with Jake because the odds is evil towards they brothers. They not together, you know? Imagine the disciples doing that with the Lord behind his back, which is basically what Judas did. Here it is. We focus on this. You over here, you know, and then you don't even tell nobody. You know, but he got us with him. You know, like the Lord putting us on everything, and we behind the back of the Lord, work with people He bringing us to do shit, and we ain't even telling Him about the shit. But He bringing us. It's crazy. Not saying this dude, the Lord. Please don't think that.
And also, you gotta run this shit straight.
Yeah.
You can't chop it up. You can chop it, you can do whatever. It's like they chopped up the Bible, the word still came through. Imagine you try to chop the word faggot out of this interview, it would be like 3 sentences.
You know, as you talk about censorship, and even you say that, I still say the F word. Just like you've been throwing it around like you don't give a damn. How do you feel about like people, like, you know, speech is censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like you're trying to take off those shackles, and it's like you said, woke is dead.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into.
Literally 18 minutes ago.
Oh. So you're going to Japan for real?
Don't drop the location.
So, what's out there? I know you.
So yeah, man. So you hear it? They start trying to stop us from saying anything. That's the world we living in. So you got to stand for something, man. The scriptures say these people make you an offender for a word. You know, but to not draw this out anymore than it need to be. Let's jump ahead.
Song and that whole idea. I don't like him saying he the number one because I'm the number one.
I feel like even when you criticize the Super Bowl performance, or you're like, man, I didn't like him on Cardi's album. He got too many verses. Like, yeah, he can rap, but we ain't want to hear this shit.
Y'all don't go to church? God is an angry God. God is a jealous God. What are you talking about? I'm the closest thing to God on earth. And I act just like how God acts. Like I go up when people, whatever interview you did previous to the interview of this.
That's not necessarily true, but he's speaking truth and he's going against the grain. That's what the Lord do. The Lord definitely used this dude. But is he a prophet? No. Is he a teacher? No. Is he a leader? No. He's being used.
I guarantee you it's going to be more of a blessing.
Because there's nothing you could do against truth before the truth.
Previous interview. So what has God done? Bless. God has used me to bless. John Legend. Boom. Amber Rose. Kim.
And this proves the craziness of these people. This is why you can't. Your eyes gonna see your teachers, and it ain't Kanye West.
Travis. Cardi. You get what I'm saying? So whatever is here, the blessings run through me, but in that same way, I'm angry, I'm jealous, and now I can say all these people were the family that I never had, but North is my actual family. So give me one reason, please, because before it's all jealousy, is this and that, and now it's this far. So yes, I was jealous that Kendrick is on Cardi album.
All right. So anyway, that's
and
basically
I
the
feel
point.
like that's too.
Slocky. That's basically the point on that. This is basically a few minutes past, maybe like 10 minutes, 11 minutes past the entire length of the video, which is pretty cool because you can watch that whole video. You could just watch this video and get, actually edified and had the spirit filtered onto you. I had a point here too, and here.
5 weeks straight, yes, man. 5 weeks straight of Beyonce had the best video. Think about that moment. And I picture that not let up. It's like having money, like me. It's like having money for real. It's like freedom to talk. You know what I mean? Because they'll be like, okay, that's enough. Your Grammy Awards.
See, this the real money. See that? It's like having money for real. The freedom to talk. So this is the real money, man. I know thy poverty and thy tribulation, but thou art rich. The Lord gave us to that, to know the things that are freely given unto us. All right. So yeah, that's basically the point. The Lord says the times of refreshing is at hand. You know, repent. You know, he's winking at ignorance. He commanded every man everywhere in the book of Acts to what? To repent. You know, and to grab that. This is in here. This is Acts 17:30. In the times of this ignorance, God winked at the Most High. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua winked at. You know. Let's start at 29. For as much then as we are the offspring of God, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or a stone, graven by art and man's device. And man's device. Exactly. That's not God. Oh, God, He's created. He let us create and we take this to the next level, and waiting to see where hip hop's gonna go next and all this stuff in the art world and music and transcending and we're pioneers and no. God allowed man to create and gave us a creation, but you're not supposed to worship the creation more than the creator. That's not worshiping. I'm telling you what it is. In the times of this ignorance, God winked at. Let go all this crap, this world, these celebrities. They being made to let it go. But now commanded all men everywhere to repent. And these people are being used to expose, their ungodly fathers, those that gave birth to them, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, following the customs of how your people brought you up is all lies, man. Because they all inherited lies from Esau. So with that, calling on like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Wahara Kakudash, you can watch this video here. Hey, till next time, Shalom.